All right. So, good morning, everyone. Today we're going to play. We've been working upper body for quite a several weeks at least. So, we're going to kind of round this up a little bit, and then maybe shift our focus for classes going forward. But I'm hoping that you have a couple of little hand weights. These are 2 pounds. So I would only do like 1 or 2 pounds, or bottles of water, cans of veggies, whatever it is that is super, super easy to hold in your hands. And then, of course, a couple of blocks and a strap so that we can appropriately warm up our shoulders. All right. So let's start by sitting well. And for you, that is maybe not the same as for me. Maybe you're cross legged, maybe your legs are straight out, maybe you are sitting up on a block. And then draw the shoulders back to the side body and let them settle down. And you can feel that, right? Even with the shoulders, if you move your own shoulders kind of forward and back, you might feel what I call this like groove, where the shoulder blades drop down into the back body, the shoulders settle, and then you feel all of this alignment, hips, shoulders, ears, right? Back of the head drawing back slightly. And maybe that feels less tense or less like less effort once you find that. And then, of course, a little tone to the belly just to find your spine nice and erect and long. And then close your eyes and start to tap into your breath. Start to feel the breath move in, if it's possible, moving in through your nose, filling up the lungs in all directions, especially back body. Focus there. And then exhaling either through your nose or through your mouth. Starting to feel that connection with your body, your breath, your yoga mat, right? Drawing your surroundings in just enough to feel centered and focused and present as best you can. I was reading a really interesting article this morning, an interview with a yoga teacher whose name is T.S. Little. And he said that so often in the back body, we don't pay attention to it, but we carry more stress in the back body than we realize. And he said it's like we take our problems or our stresses and we throw them over our shoulders so that we don't have to look at them or we don't have to deal with them. And he said, and unfortunately, they stay back there. So, neck issues, upper back issues, lower back issues, hamstring issues. He said we can store that tension and that stress back there and then kind of pretend it's not there. So, today we're going to stay with our upper body focus, but we're going to really notice this upper back, mid back, lower back area. Good. Couple more breaths right here. And then let your chin drop to your chest, always mindful of your particular body and health and alignment, right? Maybe a deep tuck of the chin is not appropriate for you, but notice that the shoulders want to round forward. Just don't force it, but keep them at the side body. And notice where you feel the stretch. Is it only in the neck? Does it move to the upper back? For me, I have a shoulder blade issue that's been nagging at me. So I feel that stretch all the way into the left shoulder blade where I pulled a muscle recently. And so it's interesting that dropping my chin to my chest can Create that deep a stretch. Breathe. And then let your hands hold on to your knees or your thighs, depending on which way you're sitting. Tone the low belly in. So start to squeeze the belly button in toward your spine, and then allow the rest of your spine to round backwards while your chin stays tucked. And pause at a point where that's about as far as you can stretch back without falling back, and feel the difference in the stretch of your body. Let the shoulders round here. You're holding onto your knees or your thighs. You're finding your breath. So you're really broadening the whole back body. Belly stays toned here. And then a little pull on those thighs or those knees. Keep your chin tucked. Start to lengthen through your spine. Draw it forward. And as you do, lift your chin as if you were sniffing a flower just a little bit high up on a tree. And then tuck your chin first. Start to round the shoulders, the upper back, the mid back, the low back, really reaching in this super slow motion cat pose. And then pull on the knees, move through your lower back, mid back, upper back, bend the neck, and then the chin. Good. One more right here. Tuck chin first, round the upper back, tuck all the way back into a seated cat pose. And then inhale, start to move the pelvis forward, move the low back forward, the low ribs, the chest, shoulders pull back, the head reaches up and release it. Good. And then roll the shoulders here. Good. And then take the shoulders up to your ears and pull them back and draw them back, but then hold. So we're squeezing the shoulder blades back toward each other, tone through the belly, working with that back body, and then release them down. Good. Again, take them up to your ears, roll them back, squeeze the shoulder blades, and lower. One more here. Roll it up. Reach them back, squeeze between the shoulder blades. I tried to imagine, what could you hold between the shoulder blades, like an orange or an apple? If you could squeeze those shoulder blades together and then take the elbows to your side body and pull the hands out away. So big external rotation here. And then bring the hands together and open them up. Bring the hands together as if you're holding your belly. Good. Reach out. Keep the elbows toned toward the side body. Open. Two more. Watch the head, watch the neck, right? The shoulder blades squeezing the whole time. Good. One more. Squeeze out. Release the shoulder blades. Oh, yeah. Good. And inhale, reach the arms up. Grab your left wrist, take it over to the right. And center, grab your right wrist, take it to the left. Good. Center, grab your left wrist, hold it here, and start to extend the left arm out as much as you can. Press down through the left hip, release your right hand, let it come to the floor. And then stretch over, let the left hip reach off your hip or off the floor, and then bring it back. Good. Two more right here. Just allow it to lift, reach, watch the ankles and down. One more right here. Stretch it over your ear, hold it here, and then see if you can stretch that left knee, left hip back toward the floor. It may not touch, but just adding to that deep stretch and lift up. Good. Reach both arms up. Grab your right wrist, take it over to the left. Watch your head, your neck, right? Keep it soft. Big deep breath. Let the left hand come down. Reach the right arm straight up as if you could touch the corner of the ceiling where your wall and your ceiling meet. Good. And then same thing this side. Let the right hip lift up as you stretch that whole side and then press up. That arm reaches to the ceiling and stretch again and lift up. Good. Last one here. Stretch. Let the right hip lift off the floor. Hold and then See if the left hip, left knee, or right hip, right knee will go a little bit closer to the floor. Big stretch here. And press up. Good. Reach both arms up. Turn the palms out and cactus arm down to the elbows down to waist. Inhale up. Exhale, press in, squeeze. Good. One more here. Inhale up. Exhale, squeeze, and then shake it all out. Let's straighten those legs if they have been curled up that whole time. Point and flex your ankles, just stretch out whichever way you've been sitting, and then move flesh out through the sit bones. Let's find Dandasana pose. So sit really tall, bring those shoulders back to your side body. The hands come to the floor. Press either fingertips or palms of hands into the floor. Excuse me, and imagine that you could pull up, right? You could lift up off the floor, drawing those shoulder blades down the back, squeeze the belly. Good. Keep those legs active, release the arms, take them up toward the ceiling. Your palms are facing forward or facing each other. Good. Breathe and notice how that feels. Did you move into more cat-ish pose? And if you did, I want you to bend the knees and dig the heels in until you can find that soft anterior tilt of your pelvis where your back isn't rounding. Now imagine that you're holding a beach ball between your hands and you're squeezing that beach ball. Whew, right? Notice how that feels. Ease up on the neck, right? Make sure that's staying soft, but squeeze that beach ball and then release those hands down. Press into the floor again. Try to lift your hips, just lighten them up a little bit and release and let go. Good. And then shake out the legs. Find a way to sit again. We're going to start with the wrists and the forearms. So when we talk about upper body, right, that extension of the upper body through the shoulders, the arms, biceps, triceps, forearm muscles, all that stuff going on. So I want you to start with both of your blocks stacked. Your legs are comfortable. So if you're out here, that's fine. If your knees are bent, that's fine too. And then grab one of your weights. Let your whole forearm come. I'm going to just turn a little sideways so you can see. Your whole forearm is supported on your blocks, but your wrist is completely free of the block. Good. And if you have specific wrist issues, just be mindful. All right. So from here, I want you to curl at the wrist and then release. And when you release, release all the way down to your level. Curl up and down. There you go. Curl it up. Now, what are we working? We're working all of these muscles in the front of the forearm. So squeeze it up, let it go. Squeeze up, hold, and down. This is 4 and 5. Good. Turn the weight down, turn the palm down, and drop the weight down toward the block and then lift up. Here we go. This is 1, 2. Try not to over grip your weight. Notice if you're really squeezing. This is 4 and 5. Good. Turn your wrist to the side and lift that weight up. It's not going to go far. You're squeezing that thumb side of your wrist and then down. Good. Squeeze up. 3, 4, and 5. Turn the palm up. Here we go. Squeeze up. 1 and 2. Keep that elbow down. 3, 4, 5. Turn it down. 1, 2, 3, woo, 4, 5. Turn the wrist sideways. Lift up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. We got one more set, everybody. Squeeze palm up and 2. Really squeeze up. 3 and 4 and 5. You can always drop the weight, palm down. Here we go. Lift. 1, 2, and 3 and 4, 5. Turn the wrist sideways. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Release that weight and just circle your wrist and shake out that hand. For my tennis players out there, great exercises for those forearms. So, really good for helping the elbow, tennis elbow, stuff like that. All right, let's go to the other side. Angle out that block, find it comfortable. Shift out your legs if you need to. Your palm is face up. Here we go. So, drop it down and squeeze it up your level. And 2, 3, 4, 5, turn it down. Good. Drop it and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Turn that weight sideways. Lift. 2, 3. Interesting, right? 4, 5. Good. Turn the palm up. Are you noticing a difference one side to the other? Good. Curl it up. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn that weight down. Down and lift. 2, 3, whoo, 4, 5. Good. Turn it sideways. Lift up. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Turn the palm up. Last set. Squeeze it in and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it down. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it sideways. Lift and down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo, good. Set that weight down. Shake it out. Curl out your wrists. That could be a whole class, right? Forearms. Curl them both. Shake them both out. Grab your weights. And here's what I will say about the weights. No matter what size weight you have, treat them as extensions of the arms and don't flail. Don't just unconsciously fly up with your weights, because you want to have control and you want the center of your body to be in control the whole time. So grab your weights, take them out to the sides. If the weights get too heavy or there's another reason, just don't use them. So I want you to inhale the arms halfway up. Turn your palms up. Take them up toward the ceiling. You can touch or keep wide, up to you. Take them out, pause, turn them down, and let go. Here we go. 1, turn them up, squeeze them up, take them out, pause, turn them down, and let go. Up, turn them up, bring them up. You can probably see, I keep kind of shifting my head and my neck to make sure that I'm not carrying extra tension there. Turn them down and up. Turn them up, squeeze, turn them out and down. Good. Bring them up. Woo. Starting to feel these little baby weights, right? Turn them down. Release. We got 3 more. Turn them up. Squeeze. Out. Down. Up. Turn. Yep. Out. Woo. And down. Last one. Turn them up and bring them up and turn them down and let go. Shake it out. And interesting, by doing the forearms first, you might have felt that forearm work. All right, take the arms out, turn the palms up. Let the weights just rest on your hands. We're not going to stay here long. Isometric work, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Just pause. We're doing 3 sets there. Good. So as you raise the arms, engage the shoulder blades and the side muscles of the back, right? Those latissimus dorsi. Hold those weights out if you can. Straight arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. You feeling those, anybody? Right? All right, last one. Take it out. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice job, everybody. Whew, shake them out. All right, last set here. I want you to hold both weights and bring those elbows to your side body. And then press the weight straight up and breathe. Your arms or shoulders width apart. Bring the elbows down, squeeze them back, and see if you can press those arms behind you. This is going to come to visit you later. And then bring the elbows close, reach them up. Squeeze them into your sides, press them back. There's your triceps. And bring them in and up. Let's do 3 more. Bring them down, squeeze them back. Bring them back to your shoulders, press up. 2 more, down, squeeze back. Hard when you're sitting, right? And up, last one here. Hold them, squeeze them back, bring them up, press them up, listen up, take them out to the sides, hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, listen up, grab your weights, turn your arms down, palms down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go. Well done. All right, so we're going to take those blocks and the weights to the front of your mat. And then release out of that pose we've been in forever. What I've been finding helpful is to just set my blocks at the front of my mat and put the weights right on top of that. And hope they don't roll off. Stay. Good. And then let's come right to table pose. Shake out the wrists, shake out the shoulders. If your wrists are chatty, go to soft fists for this one. Okay. Otherwise, spread the fingers, maybe claw the tips of the fingers in, tone through your belly, and find a little cat pose, just like we did when we were seated. And then find cow, right? So overarch, there's a rounding and then there's that overarch, and then come to neutral. Press your right leg back. Keep the belly toned, lift the right leg. Find your breath. When you're ready, left arm reaches out. Breathe here, everybody. That left hand, no weight. Bring the elbow or the hand to your side, press it back. Bring that hand back and reach it out. Let's do 5 of these. Squeeze it in, press it straight back. Bring it in and out. In, press back. In and forward. 2 more. In, squeeze it back. And forward. Last one here. And out. And forward. And release. Easy peasy, right? Shake out the wrists, or you know, right? Soft fists here. Another option, by the way, with the wrists is you can wrap the wrists with either a wrist band or even a bandana. You might see that in yoga classes to help support the wrist in these types of poses. So let's press the left leg back. Squeeze the belly in, engage the glute, lift the leg. Reach the right arm out. Here we go. Bring it in, push it back. And in, push it forward. Back, 2, and forward, and 3. Engage that tricep when you reach back. Forward. This is 4. And forward. Last one, 5. And forward. Nice. Release. Release that leg, shake out your wrist. You know what's coming next, right? So grab your weight in your left hand. Plant your feet, reach your right leg back, squeeze your belly in, lift that leg. Your weight's in your left hand. Bring that weight up to your shoulder. Remember, you're not flinging the weight, you're controlling it. So reach it forward. Squeeze the elbow to your side, reach it back. And forward. And back. Good head alignment, good neck alignment. Forward. And back. Forward. Yep. And back. Last one here. Forward. And back. Listen up. Reach the arm forward. See if you can hold just for a little bit. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. Listen up. 5. Bring it to your side. Reach it back and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Set that weight down. Release your legs. Maybe you sit back and roll out and shake out your wrists. And let's go to the other side. You're going to press your left leg back. The weight's going to your right hand. Lift your left leg. Get your alignment, everybody. Fire up that standing arm. Take the weight to your right shoulder. Push straight out. In, press back. And out. And back. You got it. You can always lose the weight. Here we go. 4 and 5. Push and back. Good. Hold that weight in front of you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to your shoulder. Press it back. Straight arm. This is your tricep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release that weight. Take your hands, spread them out, downward facing dog. Let's take some pressure off those wrists. And in down dog, just pedal out your feet, stretch it out. You got it. Maybe stretch those hips side to side, stretch under the armpits. And lower those knees back to the floor. So take the knees wide on your mat, feet are together. Your left hand goes toward the center of your mat. There's a weight in your right hand. Once again, you can go to soft fist here. Just make sure that wrist is staying straight up and down. All right, so tone the belly in. Take that weight up toward your shoulder and reach it out and up toward the ceiling. Check your head, your neck. Don't lift your chin. Keep it nice and neutral. And then exhale down to the floor. Reach up, control, and down. Good. Feel your waist. Up and down. Take it up. And down. One more here. Take it up and down. Nice job, everybody. Simply switch sides. Right hand heads toward the center of your mat. It's not perfectly centered. It's just a little bit over so that shoulder stays lined up. Knees are wide. Here we go. Reach up and down. I'm going to hit the wall. Let me scoot over and up, down. Reach it up. Control this weight. You're not just flying it up. Feel your muscles. 2 more. And up and down. Whew, good. Nice job. Set that weight down. Come back to hands and knees. Left hand toward the center of your mat. When you're ready, squeeze that belly. Take the arm out to the side. Take it up to the ceiling. Hold. If this is okay, I want you to stay here. And all you're going to do is bend the elbow and bring the weight toward your shoulder. And then straighten it back up. And down toward shoulder. And up. 3. Up. 4. Yep, up. Last one. Down and up. Hold. Push that weight up to the ceiling. Push it. And exhale down. All right, other side. And then we're coming off these hands and wrists, I promise. All right, here we go. Bring it up to your shoulder. Take it up. Hold. Breathe. Feel your back body engage. Watch that that hand isn't heading back toward your hip, but more out to the shoulder. And then just bend at the elbow. See if you can bring that weight to your shoulder and straight up. This is 2 and 3. Full extension and 4. You got it. And 5 and release it down. Good. Set both blocks or weights aside for a moment. Grab your blocks. Take the blocks in front of you, but take them at a slight diagonal. And then drop your elbows to your blocks. Walk your knees back and see if your forehead will come to the floor. We're just stretching out some of the work we just did. Breathe. You can even roll out your wrist here if you want. Find your breath. Good. And come on up. Blocks are back to the front of your mat. Your weights can go on top. It just makes them a little easier to get to. Plant your hands and let's come to downward facing dog. Stretch out the legs, claw your fingers in, press the rack of knuckles in. Find your breath. Come to your tippy toes. Hover over your wrists and then find that down dog again. One more here, tippy toes. Reach the body forward and reach it back. Good. And then walk those hands all the way back to your feet. Bend the knees enough. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Good. Imagine you're squeezing a block with your thighs. Take your hands to your back pockets. And then lift yourself halfway up. Big tone to the belly. Try to draw the shoulders and the elbows toward the ceiling. And then press the rest of the way up. And shake it out. Good. Roll out your wrists, shake them out. Grab your weights. Now, even grabbing your weights, do it with some mindfulness. Like, don't just turn sideways and reach crazy, right? So use your legs, use your squats, all that stuff. And let's go wide on our mats. Your toes are pointing out at an angle so that when you bend your knees, your toes, your knees, your hips are all pointing in the same direction. You should be able to see your toes easily past your knees. All right, shoulders, weights to shoulders. Again, be mindful. As the arms go straight up toward the ceiling, the legs straighten. Little bit of goddess work. So straight up, like you're a 5-pointed star, and down, and up, and down. Take it up and down. Don't lift your chin. Squeeze up and down. Squeeze it up. Woo, and down. Yep, this is 6 and 7. Woo, and 8. You got it. And 9. Last one. And 10. Good. Take those weights to your shoulders, drop your elbows to your side, come back into your squat. Make these legs work, everybody. And then straighten the arms and little baby bicep curls, right? Don't move the elbows, keep them tucked. And 3, and 4, 5, squeeze them in, 6, 7, whoo-hoo, 8, 9, 10, listen up. Bring them up, halfway down. Bring them back to your shoulders, all the way down. Bring them halfway up. Bring them down, all the way up, all the way down. Let's do that again. Squeeze them up, halfway down. Squeeze them up, all the way down. Halfway up, down, all the way up, all the way down. Here we go. Bring them up, halfway down. Bring them up, all the way down. Halfway up, down, all the way up, all the way down. We have 2 more sets. Squeeze them up, hold, up, all the way down. Halfway up, down, all the way up, all the way down. Last set. Squeeze, hold right here, halfway, halfway, halfway. Don't even hold those weights, just let them rest on your palms. Breathe, hold the weights, take them down. Halfway up, hold. 5, 4, how's the legs, by the way? 3, 2, 1, take them down, all the way up, all the way down. Good. Turn those palms back to face each other. Bring those weights to your shoulders. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms. Five-pointed star, everybody. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the hips, squeeze the legs. Take those arms out to the sides. Watch that shoulder tension. Turn the palms down. Whew. Good. Hold. Turn the palms up. Five-pointed star. Make it a big star. Turn the palms down. Last one. Turn them up. Watch your weights. Turn them down and let them come down. Good. Roll those shoulders, everybody. And then heel toe your feet back to the center. Shake it out. Good. Just do a little wrist curl here, right? Little wrist curl. Just shake them out. Maybe little wrist circles. And then come back to the front of your mat. Your feet are hips width apart. I want you to take the weights close to your side body and inhale them up. Exhale them, elbows to your side body, come to a squat, right? So it's more like chair pose. So belly squeezes in here. Don't sit in the low back. Elbows are at your sides, press straight back. Good, and in. Squeeze back. When you squeeze back, make it purposeful, right? That's where those triceps get the most engagement. Push. That's it. Squeeze back. Keep those elbows. Don't let the arms swing. Keep them going back. So just that elbow to hand part is moving. 5, 4, squeeze your belly, and 2, and 1. I want you to hold. Draw those shoulder blades together. Turn the palms face up. Palms face up. And pulse. Oh, yeah. Yeehaw. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Come on up. Happy little weights, right? Happy little weights. Good. Set those weights down on your blocks. You're back at the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. Step back, right leg. And then lower your right knee to the floor. Come into your really nice alignment here. Your left hand, you may want your left hand on your block, right? Just to give you a little bit of height here. Take the weight in your right hand. Roll your shoulder back. Here we go. Press back. Squeeze your belly. 2, 3. Remember what I said. Don't let the arms just swing. Consider this weight an extension of the rest of your body. Squeeze back. 5, 4. Elbow stays tucked. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I want you to take that weight to your shoulder. Push it straight up. Lift your other arm up. Come into your nice low lunge. Stretch through the front of your right leg. Find your breath. And then tuck that weight back and release it. Well done, everybody. You're going to move your weight or your block, to your right side. Plant your feet, plant your hands. Lift your right knee off the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Shake it out. Good. Look through your hands. Step forward with your right leg. Right leg. Lower your left knee to the floor. Your right hand goes to your block. Your left hand grabs your weight. Bring that weight to your shoulder. Here we go. Press back and in. We're doing 10 roughly. 3. I don't always count exactly exactly where we're supposed to be. So don't you count either. 5, 4, squeeze it back, right? 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze it back. Hold for a second. Feel that lovely back arm. And then bring that weight to your shoulder. Push it up to the sky. Take the right arm up to meet it. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other, the palms face each other, right? So that you're opening up the breath, the width of those shoulders. Breathe. Good. Take it down. Whew. Release your weight. Move your block out of the way. Plant your hands. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Lower your knees to the floor. Walk your hands forward so that you are in half plank. I like to bend my knees. You all know this. And cross my ankles. It keeps my legs active and it keeps me above the kneecaps, right? Instead of on the knees. Squeeze your belly, everybody. We're going to do alternating shoulder taps. So right hand to left shoulder and switch. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Plant those hands. Lift your knees, downward facing dog. So upper body work, right? It's constant. It's important. We can do it. We get stronger every single day. When you're ready, look through your hands, step forward, right leg. Now, your choice here, right? Have the weights where you can reach them. Knee up or knee down. I want you to take your right hand weight and put your hand on your knee. This is for stability and so you don't swing the weights out in front of you. Squeeze your legs, lift up, find your lunge, take that weight up, hold both hands overhead. Breathe. You got it. 5. Well, I don't even need to count, right? So just how does this feel? And as we were talking before class, when we talk about osteoporosis, right? What are we doing with these legs? We hold these poses, we engage the muscles, we build bone. Good. Grab that weight in your left hand. Open up the arms. Bring both elbows to your side. Reach forward with the shoulders as the hands go back. And then one more tricep curl, right? Weight goes to your shoulder and presses back. That's 2. And 3, feel those legs. 4, 5, squeeze. 6, 7, watch the head neck. 8, 9, 10, hold. Good, release. The weight goes back down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Shake it, baby. Shake it out. Find your breath. When you're ready, look through those hands, left foot forward. Find your high lunge or your low lunge. Your weight is in your left hand goes to your knee. Push up and then lift both arms. Just hold on to your weight as if you were doing kind of a variation of Warrior One, right? Squeeze your belly. Feel your upper body working. And then hold the weight in your right hand. Bring your elbows to your side. Lean forward, press the weights back. And then just your right hand. Weight to the shoulder, push straight back. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you still smiling with me? 9, 10. Hold, 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 hold. Good. Lift both arms up. Take that weight close to your body, back down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Shake it out. Lower your knees to the floor. And just for a moment, pause, either child's pose or hero pose. Maybe you curl your wrists. Maybe you give them a little strengthening, right? And notice. So you can see how easy this could be to build upon, right? So we're using light weights here on purpose because we haven't done that before. But you could start to bounce up a little bit. Maybe it's 3 pounds, maybe it's 4 or 5 pounds, right? As we keep building this nice strength in the shoulders, the arms, right? The forearms. It's exciting. So get excited. All right, here we go. Your weights are toward the front of your mat. Let's find downward facing dog. Use your breath. Step forward, left foot. And then drop your back foot to the side position. Good. Nice tone to your belly here. Depending on how much weight you're using, maybe you grab both of your weights, maybe you grab one. So take your right hand to your hip and lift up with your other one. So you're in this side, it's like a warrior two or extended side angle pose with your legs, front knee alignment, all that good stuff. And then lean forward, keep your back hand on your hip. Lean forward so that your elbows to the inside of your left knee. Here's where the one weight, two weight thing comes into play. You're going to do bicep curls, and these are called concentrations. So as that weight hangs down, belly squeezes in, and you're going to curl up and down. Check the legs, don't let them lose the pose. 3 and 4. Good. 5. If this is too low, take it higher. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold that up at your shoulders, lift up. Grab the weights in both hands, take them out. You're still in that warrior two or extended side angle stance. Turn the palms up. Reach up, tap. Reach down and tap. And 2. Good. Remember, shoulder issues, maybe you just take them up a little bit and down. Maybe it's more of a flow part way up. 3 and 4. One more. And 5. Good. Bring those weights to your chest. Turn your left foot forward. Turn your right foot straight out. So you've turned yourself around. You're back in that nice stance. One or both weights to your right hand. Lean forward, elbow to inside thigh, inside knee. Curl, here we go. Down, curl up. Yep, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, you got it. 6, 7, watch your back. 8, 9, 10, hold that weight to your shoulder, lift up. Grab the weight in both hands, reach out. Good, little bit different here. Turn the palms up. Curl it in to shoulders and out. Watch your head, your neck. You might even here keep your neck neutral, looking forward toward me or toward your screen, then looking at your front arm. Good, squeeze it in and out. 4 left and 3 and 2. Good, and 1. Hold it out. Bring those elbow weights to your elbow or to your shoulders. Drop the weight. So I'm always bringing that weight back to center before we change the legs. Turn your right foot forward, but not all the way. Turn your left heel in. You're back in goddess pose. Okay, as far as your legs, you're back in that wide leg squat. Hold the weights to your center and breathe. Stand up, bend. 2 and 3, 4. You can see I could do this all day long. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you are too. And breathe. And take it in. Good. 3 left. Squeeze down and down. Listen up. Down and hold. Here we go. The weights go to your thighs. My hands are just above my knees. I'm not reaching. They're comfortable. Good. Lift one heel and then the other. Lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bellies in. 8, 9, 10. See if you can lift both heels. Let that weight just sit on those legs. Keep the knees out. Leg strength. Squeeze the hips, squeeze the glutes. Breathe. Final option on this one, balance work. The hands come to your chest. The arms go up. Heels are still raised. Breathe. 5, squeeze your hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the weight in. Lower the heels, straighten the legs. Heel toe in. Shake it out. This is awesome. No. All right, so come up to the front of your mat. Left foot forward, right foot steps back. Nice big step. If you can, straighten your back foot so that you are in a lunge. Okay. You can come down on knee too as well. Take either both weights in one hand. I would be more mindful here, or one weight to your left knee. Lean forward. You're going straight out. You're looking down at your mat and then take it down to your leg. And 2, squeeze. 3, yep. 4, straight out. 5, 6, 7. If you feel your front hip, front glute, think about how that's building bone in your hip, right? Breathe. Last 2, 1 and 2. Good. Hands, weights in both hands, bring them up. Breathe. Bring them back to your chest. Push off, step forward, step back, left foot. Find your lunge, high lunge, low lunge. You can even go small here, smaller. Just watch your back. Right hand to your knee, lean forward. I'm going to turn around because I'm going to hit the wall. And it's out to the side and then down. Yep. Woo. Out. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your belly. 3, 4. You're not lifting up. You're just taking it out to the side best you can. 5, 4. Rear deltoid muscles. Don't work those babies very much. 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze. Down, both weights to your chest, both arms up. Fire up your back leg. Find your breath. Breathe. Hands to your chest. Push off. Come forward. And then just let the weights hang in your hands. Just a mountain pose. And breathe. And then as you're standing in mountain pose, let one side drop as the other weight slides up your side body. And switch. 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 You got it. Switch. Working with the side waist. Find your breath. That's it. 2 more. Up and up. Good. Roll your shoulders, everybody. We're getting there. We're getting there. Almost done. All right. So a little bit of balance work here. And I learned this one from my dear Betty out there. So it's a little different version. Weights aren't as heavy. but it's awesome for balance work. So I want you to take either one or both weights into your right hand. You're in mountain pose, maybe slightly wider, and then take your left foot out so that I'll turn sideways here so that your toes touching the floor in front of you. Your weight, your elbows to your side body, your palm is face out. Your other hand is just on your hip for balance. As you lift the weight, lift the toes. 1, tap down. 2, 3, squeeze that weight in. Think about what you're doing, right? If you go to the gym, you see people flinging weights around all day long. I don't think they're thinking about what they're doing. 3 more. Squeeze in, down, 2, down. Last one, down. Nice. Right? So we do this. What are we doing? We're working, among other things, those biceps. So when you lift your weight, think about squeezing that bicep muscle. All right, other side. The weights are in your left hand. Your right foot is out. You're on your toes. Right hand to your hip, belly's toned in, all that good stuff. Here we go. Lift up, down, 2, yep, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you got it, 9, and 10, and drop down. Shake it out, turn it around, bring the weights back to your right hand. Little bit different here. Choices. If you want to stay here, stay here. Your choice otherwise is one or both weights to your shoulders, other hand to your hip. Instead of going straight, we're bending the knee as we lift. Okay, so we got 10 of these. If you want to just keep the weight here, keep it here. All right, here meaning on your shoulder. So here we go. Straight up, your knee comes up. 2. You can tap or not tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got it. 8, balance work. 9, beautiful. 10, and release. Do the hokey pokey. Turn yourself around. Bring that weight to your shoulder. Remember, your other option is bicep curls and taps. Good. When you're ready, here we go. Tone to the core. Lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. And release. All right, we have one more balance challenge. I'm going to drop this down to one weight, so you may or may not want to do the same thing. Let me make sure I can get this right. All right, left foot forward, right foot back, but not a big step. Little shorter step. The weight is in your right hand and the weight goes to your right shoulder. All right, you're going to lean forward. Take your left hand and reach it back. When and if you're ready, reach the arms back, grounded airplane, or lift off of your right foot and find airplane pose. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Switch sides. Grounded airplane is also awesome. So hand comes to your shoulder, Press that weight back. It's in your left hand. Press the right hand back. Squeeze belly. When and if you're ready, maybe you come to tippy toe. Maybe you lift off and breathe. Woo! There you go. Find your still point, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right. How's that happen? Usually my right leg is so solid. This time my left leg was doing the heavy work. Shake it out. All right. Carefully set your weights down. Come to the front of your mat. Roll your shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale all the way down. Step back, downward facing dog. Whew, shake it all out. Plank pose. Good, listen up. Listen up, everybody. Drill sergeant in a prior life, for sure. Big squeeze of your belly. Your choice here. Take your left hand to center, take your right hand out. Step your right foot, your left foot. So you're basically stepping to one side and then step center, step left. Right foot, right hand, left foot. Go out. We're not doing many. Center and left. Bring it to center. I know. Lower your knees and find child's pose. If you're in a standard child's pose, consider bringing those hands down along your sides. It's just going to release those shoulders. You can even reach behind, hold one wrist, and that is a bound child's pose. So it starts to bring the energy back in. That's it. Good, come on up. Release those legs out from under you. Dig your heels into the mat. Roll your shoulders back. No weights right now. Reach the arms out. Draw the shoulders back. Lift one leg. Maybe you stay here, right? Core work. Maybe you lift both. Keep the feet flexed. Keep the knees bent. Breathe. If this is too much on your shoulders, your hands come to your heart, right? If it's still too much, the hands come down. Big deep breath. Pretend you're squeezing a block with those legs. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. All right, your choice. Feet together, knees together. Watch that the weight's not too heavy. One or both weights, if they'll stay, because some of you have cans, some of you have water bottles. If they don't stay, don't worry about it. Don't use them, okay? Are sitting on your ankles to your feet. You got to keep your feet flexed. Lean back. Take your hands under your actually take your hands behind you because you're going to need a little bit of leverage to lift those legs up. Woo! And then see if you can talk about psoas muscles, right? Woo! Breathe, flex your feet, keep your knees bent. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Take one weight off, one weight on one ankle. See if you can hang in there with it. It may not stay on one. I don't think it's gonna. Mine are small enough I can just put it between my toes. I don't know if I could recommend that though. So good. Roll your shoulders, hands behind, lift both legs. So, right, When we work individual muscles, it makes all the difference. So now I'm just using that right psoas much harder among core, right? Because the left can do whatever it wants to do. Breathe and lower down. Good. If you can finagle it, switch sides. If you want to stay with one or two weights on both ankles, do that. It's all good. It's all core and hip flexor. All right, when you're ready, last set here. Breathe. Woo. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower. Holy moly. Oh, I want to do one more thing. We're going to run out of time again. All right. Grab a weight or both. Really depends on what you have. If you have these little babies, it really works well. If you don't, it may not work as easily. You're going to come onto your knees. You're going to take a weight behind your knee. Okay? You can come to elbows here because that way you stay off the wrist since we've been on that so much. You're going to lift your knee off the floor and you're going to pulse. That's it. Just squeeze that weight. Some of you are not going to be able to compress the knee that much. That's okay. Breathe. Squeeze it up. Don't drop to your low back. Only lift as high as that glute will take you. Yep. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. See if you can hold. Squeeze your belly in. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Can you see another class coming? Gosh. Switch that weight to behind the other knee. Come on back down to your elbows. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your weight, lift, lift up. 2, upper body soft. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Squeeze your belly. Don't move to your low back. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Take that weight out. Come to a seat. You're done with your weights. Hallelujah. Grab your strap. Good. Take your strap wide in your hands. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it come behind you. It should be soft and easy. Lift up and down. Lift up. Take it back. And forward. Watch the chin, right? Don't jut forward and don't lift. Good. Soft, soft, soft. Good. The next time that strap is heading back, find the tight places in your chest. Try not to curl the wrist. Keep the wrist straight and just open it up. Maybe shake your head a little side to side. Maybe drop back a little bit more. Feel the shoulder blades draw toward each other. Feel the chest open, right? And then lower all the way down. And set your strap aside. Take your legs out nice and wide. Lean back, windshield wiper your hips. Good, let the knees roll to the left and then Work with your right leg, right knee so that it's comfortable and on the floor. Your block might come in here, right? You might have that knee on a block. Whatever feels right for your legs so that you're kind of in this wide leg, turned, twisted. Your left hand, so your knees are pointing to the left. Your left hand comes back behind you. That shoulder and chest roll back. Inhale with your right arm. And then reach over to the left. And then bring the elbow in as you stretch and look to the right. Good. And reach forward. Keep it at chest level and open. And stretch and open. Good. Couple more. Stretch. Follow it with your gaze and reach. Last one. Reach that arm forward. Let that hand come to the floor. You are now in a twist, right? So you feel your body twisting toward that left thigh. Either stay here or start to walk the hands down so that you're on elbow. Check that out. See how that feels. Still feels good. You can roll your chest all the way to the floor. Maybe your hands make a little pillow for your forehead. And you find your breath. Let the shoulders be so nice and wide. The back body, the upper body, right? How do we feel about it? What do we think when we look in the mirror? Can we embrace our strengths? Can we embrace where maybe we're not as strong? And can we learn as we go? Deep breath, everybody. And let it out. One more big deep breath here. And let it out. If you're down toward your chest, push up to your elbows and pause. From your elbows, press into your hands, pause. Release those hands, come back to center. Let's go the other way. Just a quick windshield wiper. Let the knees go to the right. Release that left leg back so that it feels comfortable for you. Your right hand behind you, your right shoulder behind you, reach out and forward, just stretch. We did a ton of work here. Reach and stretch and back, forward, follow it with your gaze. And last one, reach forward. Find the twist in your torso. Let the hands come to the floor. Pause for a moment and feel that. Maybe you're good for elbows. Maybe you're good for all the way down. And just breathe. Send your whole body gratitude, your whole body, your eyes, your ears, your muscles, your cells, your heart, your lungs, your digestive tract, right? Say thank you for these bodies carrying us thus far through life. Two more very purposeful breaths right here. Just let your body sink. And if you're down at your chest, come to the elbows first. From there, press into your hands, lift up. From there, release your twist. Release your legs. I would then invite you, depending on what you have, to grab both of your blocks and both of your weights. If your weights are too heavy, I don't know that I would do it, but I want you to take both blocks under your thighs, under the backs of your thighs, right? Because we're going to come to Shavasana. Your weights are at your sides. So start by laying down. What the blocks do under your thighs is keep your pelvis kind of neutral. Your thighs rest on the blocks, your knees don't hyperextend. And then your weights are going to rest just at your upper thighs, where your thighs and your hips meet, right? So that's one option. My um, the other option could be low belly, but you'll know I tend to like them right at those hip creases. If the weights are too heavy, you got to be mindful that it doesn't cut off some circulation there. But it's just a little bit of grounding, and then the shoulders drop to the floor, the palms turn face up, the legs fully relax, fully. And then we let go. Another possible option with your weights is just in the palms of your hands with your fingers open. That's another really beautiful way to ground. And then start to feel your body becoming more and more centered on your yoga mat. Your jaw is soft, your eyes are soft. And in this very moment, there is all is good in your world, right? All is good right here, right now, this breath, this moment. Our yoga practice cultivates not just external strength, but inward strength as well. Inner resolve, inner resilience. So we soften to the mat. We soften to our breath. Feel your belly soften. Allow your thoughts to drift in and out, but don't hold on to them. Don't attach. Can you feel yourself softening even more here? Few more breaths. So for those of you who would like, please stay in your Shavasana for much longer. Those of you who are ready, start to wiggle your toes and the fingers. If your weights are on your legs, go ahead and move the weights off your legs. Slowly draw your knees to your chest and just hold them in there. Just rock side to side and send yourself some love and appreciation. Slowly rock side to side until those knees are rolled to one side or the other. And then slowly pause and curl all the way back up to your seated pose.